activities that promote child's protection initiatives. Religious leaders also have a crucial role in advocating for child's rights without compromise. Listen, children's rights are human rights and are non-negotiable. Every child deserves protection, care, and support to strive. Remember, and finally, every child deserves a childhood. Thank you. My name is Oluwashola Emmanuel Odenrede. I'm a filmmaker and a social worker. Child's rights are fundamental human rights, essential for promoting the well-being, dignity, and development of children. Upholding this right enables children to grow into capable, confident, and compassionate individuals, contributing positively to our society. In Northeastern
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Some TV Sport Dailies, your #1 sport channel here in the city of Jalingo, where we bring you current sport happenings in the world of sport. Today, I am your host, Fachabe Emmanuel Danasebe, and with me here is Kingsley Ome. Mr. Kingsley, you are welcome to Some TV Daily.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, now. So hello, viewers. Stay tuned as we bring to you the current happenings in the world of sport, in the Europe top 5 leagues, and in our domestic league here in Nigeria and here in Taraba State. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we'll be discussing about the previous season that just concluded on Saturday, where we have let's say we have the shocker of the season, where we see different teams that have not won trophy for a long period of time clinching a medal this season, where players that have gone on trophy drought, the likes of Son and Hurricane, finally kicked the trophy. So and we have different faces in the leagues, where we see the likes of Barcelona clinching back the La Liga trophy, the likes of Liverpool coming back to defeat Man City to win the EPL, the likes of Napoli still coming back again after a season, after the loss of Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia. Then we see PSG still retaining the Ligue 1. So on general scale now, what will be your assessment on the previous season that just concluded?
I think it was a very good season for most of the teams, generally. Most of the teams outdid themselves, apart from, I would say, Manchester United, which was actually a shocker, because at the beginning of the season, no one would have ever imagined that a team like Manchester United would be battling surviving relegation. I promise you, if the season had an extra 10 matches more, Man United would have been relegated. And that would have been a shocker in the world of sports.
Yes.
So I think it was a great season generally for everyone, apart from certain teams like Real Madrid also. They had a very rough season. And Inter Milan, apart from playing in the Champions League final, which is a major feat at that. But domestically, they had a terrible season, considering the injury backlogs they had. But generally, I think it was a very good season for everyone. I think we had a good season for football lovers.
Yes. So what will be your assessment? The Man City team. These are teams that have went on bad shape, and it looks as if they will not make the top 4. But finally, Man City from Norway came back and they clinched. They ended up at the 3rd place in the Premier League. So what could you say about it?
Yeah, Man City had a great season actually. Considering their injury list at the beginning of the season and mid-season, they almost had the same problems with Manchester United. But the difference between the two teams was that they realized who they were and they fought back.
Yes, definitely.
That was just the difference. But generally, Man City had a good season, even though they went trophyless basically. Yeah. But they had a good season because Man City normally na meet every team.
Yes.
No money come from.
Yes.
So technically, they had a good season per se. Generally, they had a good season.
Okay. Yes, they had a good season, and they showed that definitely we are champions, and definitely
they had that fighting spirit. They fought back.
Yes. And so currently now, what we say is the problem now in Manchester United? Is it the team, the players, or the management, or the manager?
So someone told me, he said they should delete everything that has to do with Manchester United because start it all over again.
Because Manchester United this season are very, very poor. Not even in the first 10 teams in the league, they are like far behind. Up to let's say 14, 15 thereabout.
17th. They ended
17th thereabout, which is a very big shock in the world of sport. And they ended up losing to Tottenham in the Europa final, where their fans keep on calling, keep on saying that we'll bypass everything, we'll just clinch the Champions League final. And that day, we just see a shocker. So what could be the problem? Is it that the team as a whole has a problem, or the management, or the manager?
I think Manchester United has a managerial problem, not the coach per se, but the board of directors and every other thing that has to do with the team.
Yes,
they have that problem. In the team already.
Yes. Okay, now
to revitalize that team will take a whole lot.
Yes,
it will take a lot.
Definitely.
Because a lot of players don't have that winning mentality anymore.
Yeah.
You see the likes of Garnacho coming to Instagram to question the minutes they play. That's not to be done. That's not how a player should act.
Yeah,
so I think generally the team needs a
revive.
Yes, reorientation.
They need to rejig the team. Yeah.
Exactly.
So definitely, because Manchester, because when immediately a player just move to another team, you will see the player.
You see that fire comes back.
Yes,
that fire comes back.
The likes of McTominay. Really, he just won
He actually won the league for them.
Yes, he won the best.
That's my opinion. He actually won the league for them.
Yes, so he was the best player of the tournament in the league. So is it that? So one would just conclude: is it actually the managerial problem that people do say? Or what? Because Manchester United has changed 3 to 4 coaches now in the period of 5 years now. And the problem keeps persisting. So I think to me, the management need to sit down and discuss on the way forward for the team, because we can't have it that team like Manchester United are nowhere to be found. The Premier League will not be formed anymore. So the management need to do something about it. I think so.
Exactly. Like I said earlier, it's a managerial problem.
Yeah.
It's a managerial problem. Once they handle that, I think the players will come to terms with the level of the team they are playing with.
Okay.
They are playing for. I mean, they will come to terms with that, because you can't be playing for a team like Manchester United and you are playing like you are playing for Nottingham Forest. Even Nottingham Forest did better.
Yes, they
did better. Even Sunderland. Sunderland did better than Manchester United this season. I bet my United fans, maybe they don't kill me.
Okay.
But Sunderland did much better than Manchester United. A Manchester United fan would go to watch a match and he already has that belief that they were going to lose.
Yes. So
he's just going there, okay, I'm a fan, let me just go and watch this match. But he already knows that, okay, we are going to lose this match.
Which is very
bad for a team in that caliber. It's a very rough
another team again that we need to discuss about is Arsenal. Arsenal have been consistent over the 3 to 4 seasons now, but Arsenal have not clinched a major So if we're talking about EPL or Champions League, for the period of time they have been in form. So what could be the cause? Is it that them to have that managerial problem, or is it the manager problem, or is it the players problem in Arsenal?
I just want to believe it's just not their time yet.
But
it's just not their time yet, because Arsenal has done everything possible to clinch a trophy. They just end up bottling it. It's just not their time. Take a look at Tottenham. There's nothing they've not done to win a trophy over the last 10 years, 20 years. There's nothing they've not done. But when the right time came, they got an opportunity against a team that was also struggling.
Yes.
And that was a golden opportunity for them, and they capitalized on that. So I believe Arsenal will have a good season. Like they always say, next season will be better. That's Arsenal's slogan. Next season will be better.
But to be fair, Arsenal played a very nice football in the Champions League, winning the likes of Madrid, home and away. But they just met a team like PSG, and they considered silly goals and home and away again to PSG.
This season, if we are to be honest with ourselves, this season PSG are no match to Arsenal. If we're to be comparing the players in both teams, Arsenal are no match to PSG. So it was a very unfair matching.
But Arsenal have been playing. Arsenal played even in the match, even in the first leg. Arsenal played.
Yes, of course you can be very good in your domestic league, but when you get to other leagues, forget that they call the League One the Farmers League. But they do have a good crop of players there, and they play very good football.
Yes, and
so you can be a champion in your domestic league, but when you go elsewhere, take a look at teams like Sporting CP.
Yeah.
They play very good football in their leagues, but when they get to match with teams from other leagues, they perform awful.
Yes,
so that's just it. It's just a thing of the matching of the player of the teams. PSG are this season. Yeah. PSG are no match to Arsenal.
So PSG this season are no match to Arsenal,
Definitely.
As you said, and PSG, yes, it shows, because currently towards the ending of the season, PSG have been in a very nice form to say. So definitely kudos to PSG and kudos to Arsenal again. So you try again next time. So let's shift focus now to the Spanish La Liga. We see the likes of Barcelona coming back to win the leagues with their feeder teams. The likes of Yamal, the likes of Pedri, the likes of Gavi, the likes of Olmo. Some people will say the La Masia machinery. So what did you say? Okay, what can you say about it?
Barcelona is a team of football. They play beautiful football. It just happened that this season was their season, actually, if I should put it that way. Yeah. This season belongs to them. Yeah. They played really beautiful football, except from moments where they had difficulties, like in the Champions League as well. But in the domestic league, they were a team to beat. Like, you had to prepare to meet Barcelona this season. And I think this is the only season that they met Madrid a couple of times, and Madrid could not get even one win.
Yes.
So that shows you the height of strength that Barcelona had this season. It was a very clear thing that they were going to win the league right from the mid-season when Madrid had a lot of sleep-offs and
another one again this season. What amazed me is that match in, match out, they keep on coming behind and winning the matches.
That's the beauty of football. Yes. That's the beauty of football.
Conceding 2 early goals, but before you know, they will end up winning the league. Winning the match at the end of the 90 minutes.
Of course,
which is very commendable.
It happened a lot of times this season. They had beautiful comebacks. I think the last match they played with Real Madrid also, they had a very beautiful comeback. It was a very beautiful game to watch. Yeah. I think it should be amongst the top 5 matches of this season.
Yes, with the Atletico Madrid match in Copa del Rey.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So another one, Yamal.
That boy is a wonder.
So what can you say? Did you see the possibility of him clinching the Ballon d'Or?
If he continues with this pace, I think he will. But the thing with Barcelona fans, they know how to overhype a player. They did that thing with Ansu Fati. Yeah. They did that thing with a couple of other players. So they have a. I think rumors have been flying around that his father, or is it his agent? I think his father is also his agent. Yeah. So rumors has been flying about that he wants a raise in his wage. Okay, which is very, very bad for his footballing career. Yes, so I think, but if he continues with this pace he's going, I think the Ballon d'Or is not very far from him.
Yeah, we have the Ballon d'Or. So now another one for Real Madrid, the likes of Luka Modric will no longer be playing for the club again because he have announced his retirement and he played the final match during the week. So how did you see the Madrid midfield? Because they suffered when Toni Kroos left, and now Luka Modric is leaving. So what did you see? How did you see Madrid moving forward in the next season?
Yeah, if you look at the team Real Madrid, their football has always been from the midfield.
Yeah.
Right from the days of them Guti, Beckham, Zidane, and the likes of them. Their match has always been around the midfield. So once they have a problem in that midfield, you see them suffering.
Yes, definitely.
Madrid is not a tier 2 team.
Yeah.
They are a top level team, and I can tell you they have started making moves, unlike our Manchester United. They have started making moves. Yeah. I think they've signed 2 players already. This star from Bournemouth. A midfielder also. Yeah. So they've actually started working on that, and I really believe they'll have a good season. Mbappe had a very good season, despite the fact that he started poorly, and he got a lot of boos from the fans and all that. But at the end, he actually proved himself to still be that Mbappe that everybody knows. It was just very unfortunate that he couldn't win a trophy, and it's somehow unfortunate that PSG are now in Champions League final. After he left PSG, come to Real Madrid to win the Champions League.
Will it be a regret for him?
It will be a regret, actually. No one will not regret that.
Yes, definitely.
If you leave a team to win the Champions League and the team ends up winning the Champions League.
Maybe he could be one of the unlucky football stars that we have, the likes of Ibrahimovic, the likes of
No. Mbappe is not in that crop of players. Mbappe will definitely win a trophy, a Champions League trophy with Real Madrid.
Okay,
definitely.
We hope to see that. Another one, the shocker of the season, where we see the likes of Son Heung-min winning a trophy for the first time, Harry Kane winning a trophy for the first time, and aiming to their trophy drought. So how did you see it? And it's a very wonderful season for them, actually. Kudos to them and congratulations to our footballing stars, the likes of Harry Kane and Son, because it will not be fair for them to end their footballing career without clinching a major trophy.
Yeah, they had a very good outing. For Harry Kane, it was very inevitable for him not to win a domestic trophy with Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are like the royal family of Germany.
Yes,
so once you are there, you are entitled to a trophy.
Definitely,
it's not negotiable. But regardless of how bad they play, it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of the seasons counting and all that. But Harry Kane winning the trophy with Bayern Munich was really inevitable. And he got so lucky, not that much lucky, because he put in the work and all that. So it was really his season to win the trophy. And Tottenham, they played really beautiful football in the beginning, but it just happened that they were to win the Europa League. Honestly, because Man U put up a very good fight to the trophy, but it was very unfortunate that they conceded earlier in the game and they couldn't come back. So congratulations to Tottenham and all the other teams that won the major trophies this season. And I think they will also have a good season next season, because winning a trophy is actually a moral booster.
It's a moral booster for them. Yeah, definitely. And they have found their way to the Champions League.
Of course.
And miraculously, that was what Manchester United are hoping for we'll bypass everything and just
they wanted to go through the back door,
but finally
it was not to happen.
It was not possible. So kudos to Tottenham for that nice and beautiful game they played that day. They were very, very solid in their defense, and I think so. And that is it. Was very fine for them, and a nice one to Son Heung-min. Another one, we see the likes of Napoli coming back to clinch the league, despite the fact that they let go Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia. Someone will say that letting go these star players will be like let's say a deficit to the team. But despite the fact that their star man Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia left, they ended up winning the league again. Does that mean that they did not miss this player, or the player has less value to the team?
No, that's not the case with Napoli. You see, a good coach will always be a good coach. They had a good coach in Antonio Conte.
Yeah, definitely.
Antonio Conte is one of the underrated players in football. He has won the domestic league in all the leagues that he has played in.
Yes,
I think he won. I'm talking about the Serie A.
Yeah.
He won at least four or three domestic league with Inter Milan.
Yeah.
So Antonio Conte is not to be underrated. Napoli are a good team. They've always been a good team, both in their domestic league and in the continental leagues too. So winning the domestic league was not actually surprising, because when the season starts, each team has the opportunity to fight for that trophy.
Yes,
and it's the team that put in more work that wins the trophy. So they had a very good fight. Lukaku was very strong for them. They still had Scott,
nice.
Their keeper. I can't really place my hand around his name. Very, very solid keeper. He conceded less goals this season. So it was a very good season for them. The players that left, Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia, they also had good seasons with their teams.
Yeah, with their team. So yes, he ended up winning the league for Galatasaray and PSG, and currently PSG in
the Champions League final. So it's a win-win for both teams.
Yeah,
they both had a good time out.
Yeah, a win-win game. Yeah. So that is it on the international world of sport. So currently we'll be coming back to our domestic league here in Nigeria, where another one again, Remo Stars clinching the Nigerian Professional League for the first time.
Of course.
So does that mean that the past season, the just ended season, bring let's say changes to the football world, where we see Remo Stars clinching the NFPL and the likes of Crystal Palace also winning the FA Cup, the likes of winning Crystal Palace winning FA Cup, right? Yes, against Man City, FA Cup. Then Newcastle winning the Carling Cup against Liverpool. Here also domestic, we have Remo Stars catching the Nigerian Professional League for the first time. Yeah,
that's the beauty of football. It's very unpredictable.
Yeah,
you can have a matchup between a giant and a little team. And the small team will amaze you. So that's the beauty of football. I think our league is actually growing. I'm looking at where we've come from and where we are right now. The leagues have actually grown beyond our expectations. These days we have teams buying players from Egypt, from South Africa, from Ghana. We have our players also from the domestic league going outside and doing exploits. So our league has actually grown beyond having just two teams dominating the league. So I think it's a beautiful thing for our football, and it's a very good thing for sport lovers nationwide.
Yeah, definitely, to see changes. Kudos to Remo Stars for that wonderful season they have played. Winning the Nigerian Professional League is not an easy task, but they have ended up winning it. So we said kudos to them. And Osimhen, with his kind gesture, donated the sum of like 5 million, right, to the team.
Yes, that was really great of him.
Yeah, really great of him. Kudos to him also for giving them the morale it's just like a ginger to ginger the players for what they have done. So kudos to our star man Osimhen. So we said we appreciate on behalf of Remo Stars also. And currently we have the National Sport Festival happening live in Ogun State currently, where our team here in Taraba State are representing us. But it's a very sad one for us here in Taraba State, where currently we just have only one silver medal, and where the likes of Delta United clinching like 40 goals and 90 silvers and over 30-something bronze medal, while we Taraba State are just clinching only one silver medal. So what can you say about it?
I think it's a call to the state government and the Ministry of Sports also, which unfortunately was dissolved. But it's actually a call to the state government to put more attention to sports in the state. Honestly, sports in Taraba State is nothing to write home about. If we are to be honest to ourselves, there has been no sports activities going on in the state at all. Because even the local leagues we have here, they have little or no support. The state government does not even support them at all. So it's a call to the state government to actually pay more attention to sport. Sport is not just about the physicality of it. Sport goes beyond that. Sport is a unifier.
Definitely.
In a state. So sport is beyond just the physical aspect of it. There's a lot attached to sport. So I wish the contingents well as they proceed. We pray they win more medals for us, but having just one silver medal so far is actually a poor outing. But I believe it's a result of the poor performance,
and the poor
preparation. I remember was it 3 months ago when they were still preparing, it was very unclear whether they will be there or not. I think it was in the dying minutes of the moment that they had the green light to go, which is very bad. So I think we are calling on the state government to actually look into sports in the state. Our home ground here for the National League is really very. I don't know which word to use. It's just nothing. It has turned to a grazing ground actually. So we are calling on the state government to look into sport, get capable hands to handle the affairs of sports in the state. We have good footballers. We have good footballers in the state that are doing exploits elsewhere. We have good footballers doing exploits in our local leagues and outside. So it will be a thing of joy to have them around here and having to go to the Joe Nyame Stadium to watch our FC. Every match.
Taraba United is nowhere to be found.
Yes, of course. We used to go to the stadium to watch them, but these days we can't anymore. So I think
they are relegated, and we don't know whether they are still live in the relegation zone or not. So
no one knows.
Definitely. So. The SOM TV crew are calling on the state government to look into the sport happenings in Taraba State and to provide support, despite the fact that we know the state governor is trying. We said he should look into in the side of sporting activities in the state to boost sporting activities, actually. So moving forward, let's talk about the next matches of the end of the season, that is the Champions League and the UEFA Conference League, the finals, where Chelsea are meeting Real Betis and Inter Milan are hosting PSG. So what will be your prediction now?
It will be a good football to watch. The two teams in the Champions League final are powerhouses in their leagues, so it will be a wonderful time out for football lovers. But if I am to predict who will win, I'm going for PSG. PSG plays beautiful football to watch. They've been excellent in all ramifications this season. So if I'm to predict who is winning, I'm going for PSG. Inter Milan, great side. They have good attacking forces, good defense. They've always had good defense. Inter Milan have always been known for good defense. But I believe the PSG side will have enough powerhouse to crack down their defense.
It will be a game to watch.
Yeah.
So we are wishing both teams best of luck in the Champions League and the UEFA Conference League final coming up within the week.
Yeah.
So kudos. At this moment, we come to the end of today's program on Sport Dailies here in Som TV in the city of Jalingo. We thank you, our viewers, for watching. Keep watching Som TV Sport Dailies, where we bring you current happenings and the latest in sport wars.